I like the looks of this one. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline. Should be safely on deck.
Challenging shot now from 180 yards. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. It's no snack, though.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Nice putt. Count it. Settles in over the putt. This from 7 feet. One under early in the round. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Got it for par. Frank, as we look at the second, your average hole with, say, a few bunkers, maybe even a pond, that would be a walk in the park compared to what I'm seeing right here.
Yeah, early surveillance said that guard shack just to the right of the green is actually not empty, so be a little aware of that when you cross the bridge. Green just 167 yards away, though, from the tee.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Good swing, good shot yet again. Yeah, about 145 yards left here. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. A birdie putt for Pops Masterson. Ooh, so close.
Now, putt for par.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. That's 1 under on the day. This one just requires a little bit of focus. So into red figures at 1 under. He has this attempt for par. That's the idea. Just knock it in. Clean this up with a tap. And now at 1 under for the round.
Well, Rich, we've got the drone. It's headed back. Told us it's 216 yards to the middle of the green. If we can just aim a little right of the gun turret on the destroyer, that should be a good line.
Well, this is the definition of a blind tee shot right here. But you need all of the modern equipment, the modern telecommunications, just to try to get you zeroed in on where you're supposed to go.
Well, maybe you can capture the flag here, though, with a birdie.
This one has a chance to be close. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Now it's at sneaky distance. Obviously, you can't make them all from that distance, Rich, but you'd like to give it a real good run.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So 2 under early on. He's made a birdie. Takes the score to 2 under par. In for par. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Good score going, now at 2 under par. Frank, here at the 4th, there's an awful lot going on.
There certainly is. Solar panels, radar tower is up and ready to go, so it will confirm the landing on the other side if it's successful. This rather long par 3 around the 230-yard mark, so this is going to be all carry. Got to land that ball on the green. It will not run through that beach area. And of course the trees and the palm trees all the way around. If this isn't flighted properly, it will not find the destination.
Seems like too much for just one man. This looks like a job for an entire flight crew, Frank.
Well, Rich, we should dig ourselves a trench and see what happens.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that. Yeah, a little unlucky there.
Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Putt for par. Needs one. -1 for the day. Good roll.
Now, blind tee shot. Got to go over those two rocks in front of you. Just keep it right of those palms in the distance.
Well, you could hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. This is a 16-footer. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Wow, I didn't expect that. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Makes the putt and moving in the right direction. 2 under par. -3 now for the round. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. So they'll tap in. Frank, here at the 6th, a really fascinating hole.
It is mid sort of 200 yards, shared greens, a bit like St. Andrews. But because you're hitting it over an island, you're almost going to have to parachute this tee shot in here and get it to land softly. There's a lot of things going on behind to the left and the side. It's like a little village that you're heading into. Hopefully you don't need a passport.
That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, that's a formality now. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Settles in over the putt. You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants a do-over there.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. 3 under on the day. This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. He's made it. Did the job right there. Frank, I don't know if it's legal, but a player might want to get a detailed map from high overhead, maybe from a bomber squadron flying by, just to get an idea of what they're navigating on this hole.
Well, if you can't call one in, you can always go up one of those lookout towers and maybe get a good surveillance of the hole, or even the wind direction. It's not overly long, just under 160 yards. Green sets up nicely, though, directly aiming at the player at the tee.
Just a beautiful approach shot. Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. You know, that one is going to end up in the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. Shouldn't be a problem here. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card.
Second shot.
That puts them at 4 under for the round. Yeah, here we go. Starting to roll now. 4 under with that birdie. Now at the 8th here at Paracel Storm, this is a relatively short hole, but if you notice off to the left, Frank, there is a basketball court, and that allows me the chance to say, from way downtown, yes!
Well, if you miss this green, you might be able to sign up too. There's plenty of barracks. You can just take a left turn, go into there and enlist. But if you want to keep playing, par 3, under 200 yards, and see if you can safely get on deck.
Good number, 140 yards. Not a single weakness today. What a performance. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just misses. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
How does that not go in?
Now, it's that sneaky distance.
Didn't quite have the break on that medium length putt right there. 4 under on the day. Just a couple of feet. You love to watch them disappear, don't you? Could use this one. This is for par. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Starting to really play well, -5. Rounding out this front 9 mission here, the 9th hole, shot over the building.
I need to be careful. The front left of the screen is guarded by a tower, and anything right, you'll be ducking for cover in the trenches.
Been a real battle out here today. Just need to keep it all together. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. .90 yards. Frank, this golf course is surrounded by water, just a few tiny islands strung together to create these 18 super cool looking par 3s.
Yes, Rich, and with all that water comes a lot of lost balls. When this base was still active, many of the soldiers would play the course in the tee box. They'd just get backed up really quickly. It was so bad that they created a local rule for balls in the water. So if you hit your ball in the water, you do what they've always done. You just drop one up next to the green and you take a stroke penalty. Pretty good rule. I don't know what they were looking at.
These putts keep the round together. You have to make those from that distance. That hurts. And getting ready for the putt. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Showing no signs of weakness. That's a good putt right there. Stays at 4 under. Here we go at the 10th. We completed a successful front 9 mission, but more to go. Lots of obstacles on this back 9. Rich Lerner for EA Sports alongside Frank Nobilo. And Frank, what are we looking at here at the 10th?
Oh, the short par 3. Anything that comes up woefully short, you'll be digging it out of the trenches. But the flag on the left side, well away from the water. So this really not a par 3 that you should be concerned of getting into trouble unless you dally with some of those trees that are short and left.
This is a good-looking shot. We'll call this 140 yards to the flagstick.
It's no snack, though.
Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Wow, rolling the ball beautifully makes birdie again.
Yeah, that pace, that roll, it's always getting to the hole, and it's the perfect, what we call the perfect holding speed. It uses all 4 1/4 inches of the cup.
But now a chance for a birdie. Takes care of business, 5 under par. Has his par. Getting set now over the putt. Not a problem from there, right in the middle. The 11th hole here at Paracel Storm, now a military playground. Frank, certainly the players are thankful, having traded the guns for golf clubs. Good time out there so far.
A little bit of an obstacle course, though, here at 11. You can see the weather vanes that adorn the right side of this hole. Tee shot has to be played across that seawall. So once again, all carry. And let's see if he can land softly on the other side.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Kind of a tricky read. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Impressive. Once again, that's a par, remaining at 5 under. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. 6 under on the day. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Frank, this is a daunting tee shot, isn't it?
This has to be hit perfectly. Should be safely on deck.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. This is for his birdie. Now to 7 under par.
Second shot. Great, too.
Beautiful. He's made it. Here we are now at the 13th, and Frank, this is a stout-looking hole.
Rich, it certainly is. No time to be superstitious on number 13. The trenches, they protect the back and the right of this green. Anything left of that, time to call them the Navy.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Well, you don't want to compound the error. Out of bounds, and now back on the tee with a provisional. This one has to be in play. So playing the third shot right now after having gone OB. Well, that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit. It's that sneaky distance.
Oh, I thought he had that.
Give me a break, Rich. Your mum could make that.
Ooh, that's a disappointment, Frank. Well, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Well, how do you like that? He's holed it. Just a phenomenal play right there. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. You're running a little hot right now. Cool down just a little bit. This would be a double bogey for her. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, this looks like a green where if things didn't go well, you might find yourself just walking around in a bit of a haze, maybe talking to an old volleyball that washed ashore.
It's almost like a booby trap, Rich. It looks way too easy after some of the other holes we've seen. I've got this sort of sneaking suspicion there's something out there. It just looks like a green, just perched up there with very little trouble around. That's got me thinking there might just be something out there.
He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. That has to feel good. That's a birdie. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Really has it going at 5 under. Now to the 15th at Frank. Where exactly is the green here?
Well, I think you need the Jungle Book to try and decipher this one. A little short par 3 up and over there. There is a green in amongst that jungle. And even the green has its own little mini jungle in it.
This is one of my favorite holes on this golf course. This is a cross-country special. Locked in on the read and the speed. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's you got 5 minutes to find it.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Good putt. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I'd say a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Could use this one. This is for par. Stroke that with authority. Sixteenth hole now, Frank, here at Paracel Storm. 153 yards. Little breeze here. This might be time for a nice low tracer.
Yeah, if you're running out of gas, you can always use the solar panels just to recharge. Green perched out. Boulders to the right, beach to the right. In the bridge, you can always walk the plank later. Let's get this one safely on deck.
That will be a great look at birdie. Now, my yardage book says 145 yards to the hole. Good-looking shot right here. Yeah, about 145 yards left here.
Rich, it's gone.
In the hole. You do not see that every day. That, folks, is a hole-in-one. Wow. Great shot to get the birdie. Good round going, -7. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Now to the 17th hole, and as we come to the end of this round, you salute the players because they're out there carrying not only their golf clubs, but the med kits and the meal packs, because this is no ordinary golf course. You have to be on alert, high guard all the time. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Footer. No doubt about that one. That was struck with confidence.
It's no snack, though.
Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Wow, what a birdie. Eyeing this putt for a birdie. He's made it. Frank, the job is almost complete here at the 18th hole, and a good job at that, as we have seen some spectacular golf here at Paracel Storm in the South China Sea.
Just one more battle ahead. The difficult 18th. Should they succeed, then I think they're worthy of a salute. I think if we stretch the tape, Rich, we might get to 29 feet.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. And this attempt will be from about 130 yards. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Oh, do that. In the hole. Tremendous shot. And he makes it for par. Did the job right there. Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.